Hello. Today we are going to talk a little bit about Google Apps for Education for Sanger Unified School District. We will start by showing you how to sign in to your SangerUSD account. I'll give you a brief introduction to Google Apps, and then we'll go over how to create and share a Google Doc. You should have this page, which the top half gives you a portion about what Google Apps for Education is. It includes Google Drive, which is what we'll talk mostly about today, Gmail, Calendar, there's Google Sites, which allows you to create your own website, and Google+, which is Google's social networking, and it allows you to follow other people, especially educators that are out in the world. The bottom half of this page are the steps that we're going to follow in order to sign into your Google account. So let's do it. The first thing you need to do is just go to google.com. Over in the top right-hand corner, you'll click Sign In, and then you'll type in your email. Your email will be your first name underscore last name at SangerUSD.net. So again, your first name underscore last name, very similar to first class. Your password is the same for everyone when you first begin. It is the letters GA, the number 4, staff. When you click Sign In, it should prompt you to a welcome to your new account. These are the terms of service you can read very carefully, and then click I accept, continue to my account, and it will prompt you to change your password. So choose a password that you will remember. If at any time you need a different password, we can refresh that for you, but choose a password that you will remember and type that in twice and click Change Password. When it first comes in and you're logged in, you won't really notice a specific difference, except your name will be up here, up in the upper right-hand corner. Down below, you will find out some different information. You can, if you needed to ever change your password, you could do that right through those links. You can also click this to sign out. But what we're going to focus on is this little grid of 9 gray boxes. When you click on that, it opens up the different apps, if you will, that Google has available for us. Drive is what we're going to work on today, so you can click on Drive. Now, Google Drive is a cloud storage. It will ask you if you want to download. You can if you would like. What that does is create a folder on your desktop that when you put items into that folder, it automatically uploads them to the cloud so you can access them on any device, no matter where you are. At this time, I'm going to click Not Now, Maybe Later, and feel free to do the same. And this will be your drive. This is kind of your home base for a storage for anything that you put in. At this point, if you wanted to, you could upload your own files by just clicking on the little arrow, clicking on Files, and choosing Open. I just uploaded the Word document that shows these same steps, for example. In here, as a Word document, I can't make too many changes. It almost acts like it's a PDF. So if you wanted to upload a document that you then wanted to change or edit in here, you'd need to do a couple of changes in your settings. The settings are found right up in the upper right-hand corner where the gear is. If you choose Upload Settings, and then Convert Uploaded Files to Google Docs format. And I'll show you a little bit of what that looks like now. I'm going to upload that same exact file, which is a Word document. When I click Open, it'll show me down here it's uploading, and then after finishing, it's now going to say Converted, which you can tell in the different icons. The W is the Word document. This, which has the blue paper with the lines on it, if I were to click on it, it actually takes me to that document, and I can edit it. I can add extra typing, I can move the pictures around, so it allows it to be fully editable. I'm going to go back to my drive, and your drive will for the most part be empty unless you've already started using it. However, if you are in the Summer Design Unit group, you may have an item that has been shared with you through email. It may have been through a link, or it might be in your Shared With You folder. For example, I made just a example, Summer Unit Design, and this may be similar to what a CSP sent out to you to gather information about different ideas for an ELA topic. And if you may have noticed when you were doing it, you didn't have your name up at the top. It may have said anonymous because you accessed it through a link and you never signed in. So Google didn't know who was making the changes. Now, the benefit of a Google Doc is that multiple people can make changes on the same document at the same time, and it's all in real time. So this was already typed in, but if I had more ideas for books that could be used for a weather pattern, I could add in, for example, there's a poem by Eve Miriam titled Weather, and I think that that would be a good text for the weather patterns. There's also a fictional story by Cynthia Rylant called The Storm. So I've just added on to a different person's idea. I could add my own topic, and if the CSP that sent this to everyone wanted to know who wrote what, they could go to File, See Revision History, and now it shows them that me, being first name, last name, added in those texts right there in the green that Katie Galt, also me, but in a different version, had created the original document, and you can tell who made what changes, as opposed to, I think some of you now are seeing just anonymous throughout the whole thing, and you can't tell who's making what changes and who's added what ideas or who has signed up for what topics. So that's just one way that it can be used. I'm going to show you quickly how to create your own new document. I can go back to my drive. Next to this upload button, there's a create button. And Google Drive has 3 main types of documents. Document is very similar to a Word document for Microsoft Word. It's your word processing software. A presentation is the equivalent to PowerPoint, and spreadsheet is equivalent to Excel. For the summer unit design, we will focus mostly on document, so I'll click that. And you'll see something that looks very similar to Microsoft Word. You can change the text around, change the font, just like you would in Microsoft Word. The benefit of this is that when I want to share something, I don't have to email this document and then that person will make their own edits, have to rename it, say document_edit, and email it back to me. Instead, I can click on share, which the default setting is just private to only me. I can click on share and, well, first I'm going to have to give it a name. And right now it's private, only I can access it. But if I want to email this to the other people that are in my summer unit design group, for example, if I want to email it to Janelle Rates at Jackson Elementary, you can see that we've already put all of the teachers' names within Google Apps, so they should populate into this just like it does in first class. And maybe also Brittany Upshaw at Reagan, both 3rd grade teachers. If I want to share so that they can edit it, I can leave it can edit, which is the default. I can also just want to give their opinions on it and they can comment on it, but not necessarily change the original document. And I can also change it where they can just view it, but not make any changes. Because we're working on this topic together, I want to leave it can edit. You can choose to notify people via email and even add their own message. So here is the document I talked to you about. And then click send. And what will happen is now it lists them and the people who have access. So at any time, if I decide, Janelle is not doing her job, I just want to make it so that she can view it only, I can change that, but of course she wouldn't do that, so I'll leave it can edit and just click save changes and done. And this way we can all work on the same document at the same time, not worrying about whether it is saved or not, because if you see up here, all changes are saved in Drive. You never have to go to File, Save. It is automatically saved in Drive. If someone does make a mistake, you can go to File, See Revision History, and because this document hasn't been revised by several people, it's not that great of an example, but you would be able to tell who's revised it and go back to a different version if you wanted to. And that is a quick tutorial about Google Apps, specifically Google Drive. If you have any questions, you can email me, Katie Galt at Sanger, through First Class or through Gmail. And thank you so much.